Well, one of the winningest coaches in college football, finding himself in the middle of a child sex abuse scandal. In fact, 8 separate cases. And today we're learning Joe Paterno, the head coach at Penn State, will retire at the end of the season. This comes after his friend and one-time heir apparent, Jerry Sandusky, was charged with molesting 8 boys over a 10-year period, including an incident where someone witnessed the abuse taking place in a university shower and reported it to Paterno.
The 84-year-old coach then turned around and reported it to his supervisors, and Sandusky quietly left the program. Well, now those superiors have been arrested on charges of perjury and failing to report. So the question we have, should Paterno have called police immediately, or did he do the right thing by telling his boss?
And should he step down immediately? In Pennsylvania, some people have been showing up at Paterno's house, showing support, others calling for him to quit. And on a side note, I want to let you know that Joe Paterno actually recruited me whenever I was in high school, and he talked about character, he talked about honesty, he talked about all of those things. So whenever you see Coach Paterno, Joe Pa, as many people call it, it's surprising at the same time that maybe he should have called police. Maybe he took the right steps. Maybe he didn't break any laws by not calling police. However, should he have called police? I say yes.
I say he should have, as soon as someone said to him, this is what I saw a case of abuse, of course, alert his superiors,
right,
but immediately go to police. I don't understand. It is just unfathomable to me. I don't get it.
And I understand, you know, he's a legend and all that, and that's great, and he's had a great career. The bottom line is he's recruiting kids. He's recruiting teenagers out of high school, and he's telling them the facts of life. He's telling them about honesty, about getting a good education, about being a good citizen. And in this case, was Joe Paterno a good citizen?
I think he failed there. I honestly do.
We're talking about children here. Children who were abused.
I can't imagine turning my cheek and expecting someone else to do something.
Right.
You know, it's apathetic. Oh, someone else is going to handle it.
Right.
No, you handle it if you know.
And in situations like this, you lead by example, and if the example is what he just did, that was not a good leader, I say, in my opinion. He's a head coach of a major university, storied past, and leading by example is something that he preaches. I think that the authorities should have been notified.
Obviously, this is very, we're passionate about it.
Absolutely.
And so are our viewers. A lot of people just really upset. Leslie Jones says the ones that were aware of the situation and did nothing are just as guilty as the assistant coach who did the abusing. Makes me sick to my stomach.
And we have more coming in. Linda writes in, actually, he followed protocol and procedure, and it's on the university for not handling it properly and contacting police.
Thomas Grant writes in saying, seems like a lot of people knew about this and did nothing about it. They all need to be held accountable. Joe needs to be fired now.
So many people you are writing in on this. This is really firing up on our Facebook page. It's time for the public to recognize that too many sports figures, as well as the clergy, hide behind their cloaks of respectability and get away with it. That coming from Marion.
Yeah, I got to read this. This is from Vicky Stones. She says Paterno went to his superiors. However, when the allegation was not followed up on, he should have immediately gone to police. Had he done so, others would not have been violated. She says this is morals versus money, and he apparently chose money.
He didn't break any laws, but the people, his superiors, they broke laws, and they're facing perjury charges and not reporting.
All right.
To be continued.
To be continued for sure, but still to come, this